Allah knows you've been fighting. Not the kind of fight people applaud, not the kind that earns headlines or trophies. The fight nobody sees, the fight inside your chest, the fight to stay patient when life becomes difficult, the fight to keep believing when answers seem delayed, the fight to remain standing when your heart feels tired. And sometimes that fight is exhausting, because there are battles that leave no visible scars. Battles against anxiety, temptation, disappointment, loneliness, and fear. Battles where you smile in front of people while carrying a weight. Only Allah fully understands. But Allah has seen every round of that struggle. Every moment you chose patience over anger. Every time you walked away from something that would have displeased Him. Every prayer you made while your heart was breaking. Every tear that fell when nobody else was around. The life of a believer has always been a life of struggle. Not because Allah wants hardship for His servants, but because struggle reveals sincerity. It reveals who continues walking toward Allah even when the road becomes steep and difficult. Look at the people we admire for their determination. Many admire Khabib Nurmagomedov because of his discipline, focus, humility, and refusal to quit when things became difficult. He trained when others rested. He stayed committed when shortcuts were available. He understood that victory requires endurance, and the believer is called to something even greater. Not just discipline for a career, a title, or a competition. Discipline for the soul. Discipline in prayer. Discipline in character. Discipline in staying faithful to Allah even when nobody is watching. Because true strength is not measured by how much you can lift. It is measured by how much you can carry without losing your faith. By how many disappointments you can endure without losing hope. By how many tests you can face while still saying, Allah is enough for me. And maybe that's what Allah has been teaching you recently. Not how to avoid hardship, but how to grow through it. Not how to escape every challenge, but how to trust Him in the middle of it. There are moments when you feel like giving up. Moments where your dua seem unanswered. Moments where progress feels invisible. Moments where you wonder whether your efforts are making any difference at all. But remember something important. The strongest trees do not grow during perfect weather. They grow through storms. Their roots deepen because of resistance. And Allah often strengthens His servants the same way. Every prayer you continue making matters. Every temptation you continue resisting matters. Every act of worship you perform when nobody sees matters. Even when you feel unnoticed, nothing is unnoticed by Allah. One day, you will realize that the struggle was not empty. The patience was shaping you. The waiting was teaching you. The setbacks were strengthening parts of your character that comfort could never build. Do not underestimate yourself. You have already survived days you once thought would break you. You have already made it through battles that felt impossible when they first arrived. And through every single one of them, Allah remained beside you. Allah knows you've been fighting. He knows how hard you've been trying. He knows the effort nobody praises. He knows the burdens nobody understands. And if He has carried you this far, then trust that He is not about to abandon you now. Keep going. Keep praying. Keep trusting. Keep showing up for the battle of your soul. Because the believer who refuses to quit, who continues turning back to Allah despite every setback, is already winning a victory far greater than this world could ever offer. And when the day comes that you stand before Allah, you will discover that not a single moment of patience, struggle, or sincerity was ever lost.